Hi, this is Mancore from Dual Cores and Dual Core Towers. Now, we get a lot of new people in the guild, and I'm always giving the same advice. Essentially, we're going to be looking at a couple different things here. First, we'll just start off with some of the game settings that you need to adjust to make your ESO life a little easier, more convenient. So, first, just simply go into your settings. You go into gameplay. From there, you're going to notice that your custom colors are turned off. You will turn that on. And then your brightness for enemy and friendly, you're going to pull that all the way to 50. They're going to make them very bright. You can also change the color if you choose. I keep mine green and red because I've been playing for 6 years and that's what my brain knows. You want to turn auto loot on, just makes life a lot easier. If you have ESO Plus, especially, there's no reason not to. Also, turn off the auto loot stolen items because you don't want to do that. And then prevent attacking innocents. You want to turn that on because there's going to be a lot of times you're running around town and you accidentally click a button and then you killed somebody and the guards want to kill you. So in Elder Scrolls Online, much like Skyrim, you've got three main stats that you're going to be dealing with. You got magicka, health, and stamina. If you're going to be a healer or a magic user, you put almost every point into magicka. If you're going to be a tank, it's almost every point into health. And if you're going to be a stamina DPS, bow, dual wield weapons, things of that nature, then you put all your points into stamina. Magicka is going to give you how much resource you have for using all your magicka abilities, also how much damage they do. Health is how long you have till you're dead, and stamina is inverse of magicka. It's going to give you how much pull you have to use stamina abilities and how much those stamina abilities do. Magicka use staffs, stamina use weapons. And there is some interplay. We'll go over that too. Any class can do any role. So a Sork can tank, a Nightblade can heal, and a Necromancer can do stamina DPS. In fact, does it really well. So you're not really limited. Now, there are certain classes that are going to do the roles better, but there's 4 roles that we're going to be looking at. You've got tanks, you got stamina DPS, you got magicka DPS, and you have healers. So tanks, the best classes, in my opinion, are the Dragon Knight, the Warden, and the Necromancer. When you're playing a tank, weapons you're going to use are probably going to be sword and shield and an ice or lightning staff. Now you're going to have your stamina DPS. They're typically going to be using the bow, dual wielded weapons, be that axes, daggers, maces, swords, or two-handed weapons. Best ones for that, in my opinion, are going to be your Warden, your Necromancer, and your Nightblades. And then you're going to have magicka DPS. They're going to be typically using your staff, either lightning, fire, ice, or some even use Restro staffs as well. Those are going to be your sorcerers, your wardens, and your nightblades. And then you have your healers. They use basically a restoration staff. Some of them also use a fire or lightning staff because you can use 2 sets of weapons with any characters. And those are going to be your Templars, which are typically your go-to healers. You also wardens are good, necromancers. Like I said, Sorks and other things can be healers. Anything can be anything, but these are probably my ideas the best. Every race has a bunch of things that are kind of unique to them, and I'm gonna hit on just the most significant things. With your Breton, they typically have the most magicka. They get 2,000 extra magicka, and an extra 100 on their magicka regen. And they also get a bonus 2,000 in spell resistance. So they're one of the more tanky of the Magicka users. Then you have your red guards. They get 2,000 stamina, and they get 950 stamina regeneration every 5 seconds when they attack things. So them hitting things actually regen stamina, making it so they probably have the best regen of stamina in the game. Now we have orcs. They get only 1,000 health. They do get 2,000 stamina, and they also get an increase of 258 weapon damage. Weapons, which makes them one of arguably the best stamina DPS characters in the game. Now they don't have the same regen as the red guards do, but they hit harder. So it's give or take in that scenario. Orcs also get a 10% bonus for crafting. So if you want to make just a crafter, orcs a good way to go. Now, high elves, they are your quintessential magic user. They have the highest magicka regen or magicka gain at 2,000 extra magicka. They get 250 extra spell damage. They get an extra 645 magicka regenerated every time they use a class ability. It can trigger once every 6 seconds. Now, wood elves, they are really good stamina DPS as well. They get 2,000 extra stamina. They also get 258 stamina recovery just naturally. Khajiits are kind of good at everything, but not great at anything. So they get 825 stamina, magicka, and health. And they get 85 regen of stamina, magicka, and health. Next, you're going to have your Nords. They get 1,000 more health, 1,500 stamina, and spell resistance and physical resistance of 3,960. Dark Elves, now they get 1,875 of stamina and magicka, which puts them in the second best of both those, but they get both. They also get weapon and spell damage of 258. Argonians, they're also another one that are very flexible. Reason for this, they get 1,000 health, they get 1,000 magicka, which isn't that great, but things they do get is they get a 6% bonus to healing, which makes them excellent healers. And then they get 4,000 extra health, magicka, and stamina every time you drink a potion. Then you have Imperials. You do have to pay to get this class or race, but if you do get them, they have the highest 2,000 extra health, 2,000 extra stamina. They regen everything, stamina, magicka, and health, by 333 by attacking every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds it'll trigger. All right, and that's it for this beginner's guide. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to help you. Also, down below, you can ask or put any other tips that you may have, and might add them to additional videos in the future. All right.